Hello and welcome to another YouTube video. This one once again is not a devlog, but is instead more of a update, almost I guess a vlog. There's going to be a bit of a vlog in the middle, and it will sort of include what I've been up to for the last 2 months, where I've been. It's been a bit busy, it's sort of been our holiday period, and what the future holds for here and Grain Guardian. Firstly, I've got a new bit of kit that I'm giving a go. It's a one of those magnetic filter kits. So I've got a black mist filter that I'm giving a go, which is quite neat. Hopefully it makes me look a bit prettier. So essentially over the last couple months we've been in our holiday phase. We've been visiting a couple of the beaches around London. We went to Broadstairs, walked to Margate from there, and then just the other weekend went to Ramsgate as well. And in between there, we also spent a week in Switzerland, which was one of the best European trips I think we've done since moving to London. We got to sort of go and hang out in the mountains around Interlaken, see Basel and all of the sites you can see there. Our trip was reasonably straightforward. The entire reason for going was to go to Interlaken, and whilst doing that we also got to see quite a lot of Basel. We initially sort of just went and hung out in Basel, went and saw the point at which 3 countries border, which as a person who has come from New Zealand, an island nation, land borders still don't quite make sense to me. Being able to see 3 different countries from one point, still a little bit mind-blowing. From there we took a few trains, one train, to Interlaken, which was a nice short train trip. Switzerland has some of the nicest trains possible. Yeah, we got to Interlaken, luckily we could check in early, dropped our stuff, and hiked up Haarderkolm, which is a mountain just behind Interlaken. But I will throw it back to past Dylan and Samantha, who can give you an update on what it was like.
This is us documenting our decision to hike up Haarderkolm instead of taking the funicular.
It's only an 800 meter incline, vertical. We'll see you later. Kilometer 1. It's not too bad yet. We will see. She's fucking steep. Alrighty, so we made it to lunch, and it's a pretty ripper view. Yeah. Sam's lunch has pickles in it. I'm dying. It's very high, but what a stellar lunch view. Hashtag eat sandwiches with a view, gang. We'll talk again at the top. So we're at the top.
Yay, we did it!
Only died a little bit at the last bit. But she's a pretty stunning view. I give this a 7 out of 10.
7?
For the hike. It was too hard. Oh. Especially when there's a funicular. Over to you, Samantha.
We did it.
We did do it.
How many meters?
750.
750 meters up.
4.9 kilometre walk.
Almost 5k walk. Not bad for Sunday in Switzerland.
Yep. The view from the top was also pretty stunning. This was sort of the first trip we've done since moving to London where we could actually see mountains similar to back home. Sort of made me miss home a little bit, but also very much enjoyed the fresh alpine air. On our way back down, the heavens started to open up and it started to rain, and as we got back to sort of the main streets of Interlaken, it started bucketing down. I got a video here from inside our little apartment we were staying in, out the window, and this sort of lasted most of the night. Went from being able to see all of the surrounding mountains to not even be able to see down the road. The next morning we were up early and off to Lauterbrunnen. We had sort of a pretty packed day planned for the second day there, where we were trying to see as much of the sort of small surrounding towns as we could. So we went to Lauterbrunnen first and walked around there, walked up the valley towards one of the cable cars, and then instead of going up there, up to the top, we took a detour and went to Trommelbach-Fahle, which is a very impressive waterfall. It's the only waterfall that's still accessible fully within a mountain. And yeah, the noise it makes was scary and also very cool. From there we went back to Lauterbrunnen and took a train to Grindelwald, where we then went and did the Grindelwald Canyon experience, which was pretty cool. Walked along a canyon up to where an ancient glacier used to be, which harkens back home with all the glaciers back home receding. And yeah, spent the afternoon walking in nature. Spent the whole sort of trip in Interlaken being in nature, which was very nice. And our final day in Interlaken, we spent the morning going to one of the caves along the edges of the lake towards Thun, which was kind of neat. More caves, more rocks, more water, but is very cool. Sort of reminds me again of back home. Similar environment, and all of the people everywhere were very friendly. So that was great. And then we hopped back on the train back to Basel for our final night. We had a late flight out, so the next day we spent the day wandering around after dumping our stuff in a storage locker, and managed to find the paper museum in Basel, which means that we made our own paper. So as part of it, we also got to make a postcard, and not sure how well this will show up, embossed paper, which was very nice, very cool experience. The people there were great. Also, the sort of typesetting part of the museum was very up my alley, very mechanical, very cool. Could not recommend it more. And that sort of rounded out our trip in Switzerland. Yeah, ever since then we've just kind of been cooking here in London because the weather's been ridiculously warm for the last few weeks. And the fan, which is this thing right here, has been the only way I've survived. Now, this video has kind of just been thrown together with the footage that I've got from the last 2 months. And the next one will be back to what you'd expect from this channel. I'll be diving back into Godot. As of filming this, I've just started looking at the interface, playing with it, following a few tutorials, getting familiar with the workflows in Godot. And I'm currently learning by creating sort of an Asteroids V2 game. It's kind of the first game I try and make in any engine, although I didn't with Unity, which was a bit of a mistake. But yeah, it's sort of the first game I try and make because it's got, the sliding for this simple game loop. And this time around, instead of making assets myself, I've employed the assets from Kenny, which are great. So that part of the game design is not really going to factor in. It's just making the game, coding the game, adding to it. So I'm following this tutorial by Khan Alpar, which has been very good. It's a bit fast, for someone who's never used Godot. But if you know how your way around the IDE and the editor, very easy to follow, I think, and explains all of the code in great detail. And all of the code for these like little Godot projects will be public in a public GitHub repo that I'll have linked down below once there's actually something to look at. And then from there, I will be creating a few smaller projects that will basically allow me to build up to building Grain Guardian V2. This time it will be 2D because 3D was a bit ambitious last time, and probably a little bit pared down from what it was last time. But yeah, I will publish these small projects as well. We'll be in the same GitHub repo, and essentially it'll be building individual systems of the game by building smaller games that utilize just those systems. So yeah, that is my plan for the next couple of months, is to learn Godot on the side as I'm still working my day job, and continue to just make things. Later this week we will be going up to Northumberland for what is probably one of my sort of bucket list photography trips while we're over here, where we're going to go out to the Farne Islands, and I'm going to get to shoot puffins, hopefully, if the weather plays ball. There will be some photos on the Instagram of this in the near future, and currently all of the photos from our Italy trip, I believe, are being posted on there daily. Alrighty, this was a bit of a thrown together hodgepodge video, so thank you for sticking through it if you got this far, and the next one will definitely be more programming focused, so look out for that, hopefully in the not too distant future. I keep saying that and it keeps being 2 months, so if the next one's 1 month, I'm going to consider that a win. I imagine it's going to be when I finish this Asteroids game. Cheers, and catch you in the next one. Bye.